Hi, I'm Ethan. I am 17 years old and I just recently got hired at a Series A startup as a software engineer. And I just received my first freelance project payment into my bank. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. So initially when I was setting up the project description and whatnot and outlining the pricing and the labor costs, I thought I overcharged by at least 30% and I gave a time estimate of at least double. To factor in for any errors that I happened to run into while I was doing the development. But I thought it was all a good payment for myself. But then I kind of realized, as I was finishing up, I kind of realized that for the value that I was providing, I wasn't being compensated equally. And it wasn't because of the time it took me. I finished it well under half of the allotted time that I had set out. But the thing is, I feel like there are three important factors when it comes to pricing. There's there's what they think you're worth, there's what you think you're worth, and there is what the value you provide is worth. And I didn't realize this going in. I instead just charged for my labor costs, which was quite foolish in the end, but it made me realize that the way that I approached applying for my job at the startup is completely different to how you'd approach a relationship between a freelancer and a client. The way I approached the job at the startup was I kind of used my youth and, I guess you could say, innocence and availability of potential to kind of sway their opinion of me, to make them think, okay, this kid, he has done a lot, he's proven himself quite well, we'll take him on and see if we can train him up. And that kind of mentality. I didn't go in being confident or knowing what I knew, because I am not the expert in that situation. And that's how they differ, because between a client and freelancer relationship, you have to realize you are the expert and you have to charge expert rates because you know what you know in the eyes of your client. And I think that's the mistake I made. So what I mean by that finally is, whether you be 17 or 70, you must take confidence in what you know and what you can execute, and make sure your client has absolute faith the money they're paying you is well worth it. And that's just a bit of knowledge I picked up today. And yep.